Alright everybody, welcome back! So after my Yak 38 video, where quite a few people were talking about this play in the comment section, I thought I'd go ahead and cover the Harrier GR.1, which is in kind of a difficult spot right now. It's this at a battle rating of 10.0 and has no flares, which is always not fun. We've covered some other planes in the channel before that are at 9.3 without any flares, which is still not that great, but at least you have the chance of getting down tier. This plane has zero chance of that. Even in a full down tier, it's still going to have either SC-25s or A-10s in the battle with it. You know, with their all-aspect R60Ms and AIM-9Ls. So you have to find ways around it. One of the biggest ways, of course, is just running away. But you don't get kills that way. So we're going to try and talk about some other stuff here. In the meantime, of course, the Harrier itself, like I said, of course, it is subsonic. Some other planes of SPR, of course, that are also as well. It's at least faster than the A-10 and the SC-25. With the SC-25, not by a good bit, but it's about as fast, maybe a little bit faster than the Sabre. So you've got that going for you at least. High subsonic, so you are able to keep up with any other subsonic, of course. And the supersonics, at least if they've been in a dogfight, you can kind of catch up. But you are going to have issues catching people quite often. Now, it's also got two Aidens. These guns right here, relatively low velocity, but they usually do pretty good damage when they hit. Especially since Gaijin added the fuel tank explosions. So the Aiden and the Defa both got kind of a buff from that, which really does help them. Now you can see I am pulling a decent amount of Gs, but it bleeds a lot of speed when it does it. It's kind of like a Delta Wing in that regard. And all the Harriers have very similar acceleration and stuff like that. The GR1 is technically the weakest, but I'm going to be honest with y'all, I've never really noticed much of a difference between all of them. Now, what I was saying earlier about not having flares, there are ways around it. You can bring the rocket pods if you want. Those can kind of act like flares. I haven't had the best success with them because they are pretty small. The burner in there isn't that big. You can also go ahead and use the SRAMs as flares, which is what I usually do. You can see right here this A-10 actually fired a missile at me. I go ahead and unfortunately don't get the kill. But I do at least survive. I'm able to decoy it with the SRAM. So it's kind of not normal. You actually want to go head on with the the A-10s and the SC-25s in this thing, because you're able to go ahead and use your SRAMs like that. And it's going to work almost every time. I'll show y'all more in a little bit. Now, if you're using this to grind the British tree, you can see right there it does have CCIP. I just bombed a base. Just drop all 5 of your 1,000 pounders on there and then just go fighter mode. And you can see I actually got 20,000 Silver Lions and 5k RP right there. And the Harrier is fast enough that you're not really going to have to worry about losing any flight performance from it, which is really nice. I always like it when I have planes like that where I can spring a bomb load, drop it, and then go fighter mode and not have to worry about your flight performance in the way because it's fast enough it doesn't have to worry about it. Now, SRAMs are kind of flare happy, but you can see they pull immediately off the rail, and if they don't see it coming, which quite often because you can fire them from really weird angles, you're able to fire it from really strange angles that people wouldn't expect to see a missile coming from. Now, when you're fighting F5Cs and stuff like that, they do have much better energy retention. They're just generally much better planes than you. You can see he's easily whipping around inside of me while going faster than me. What I am going to do is go ahead and you see the little thrust vector control down there? I'm able to go ahead and enable it and get him to overshoot. It also helps me turn a little bit. But one problem with the SRAM, if you fire it at low speed, it just goes crazy. I don't know if this is historically accurate or what, but as of right now in-game, it needs to have airspeed going over it for it to be able to control itself. If you fire it below 6 to 700, it's most likely not going to work. I have had it happen a couple times where it worked, but just in general, it's going to go crazy most of the time, just like that right there. So you have this really limited missile where it can't really hit stuff outside of 2 kilometers, and that guy in front of me, it would not catch him. It has good acceleration, but the problem is he's 1.5 away from me and extending. So if I try firing this right now, it's not like a normal missile where it's just going to keep going. It explodes as soon as the burner runs out. It has no control vanes. Now, I did get lucky here, and it actually ignored his flares, which I was not expecting. So you will have that happen sometimes, but this right here is what I was talking about earlier. This is the big use case for the SRAMs. If you're worried about it, you can just intercept AIM-9Ls and R60Ms, and they also pull exceptionally hard off the rail. This Milan right here, I'm sorry, but he has no chance. They don't have very good range, like I said, but if you can kind of cut people off with them, like I did right there, he was heading towards me, you're able to use them at a little bit further ranges than you'd expect. Same thing for someone who's in like a pretty hard turn. That would also work. But like even that F4C right there is outside the range of my SRAM. These things have an absolute maximum range of 3 kilometers over the ground, and most of the time, and it says 2 kilometers in the stat card, of course, you're not going to be able to get kills most of the time from outside of 1.3 to 1.5 kilometers. Sometimes even less, depending on how fast they're going. If you're not very fast when you launch it, and like let's say it's a F104 that's going Mach 1.2 on the deck, you might even have to be at 0.8 for it to be able to hit. And of course, unluckily there, it does get flared, but guns work just fine. I usually have pretty good luck with the Aidens on this thing doing good damage. I think that's pretty much all I got for the Harrier today. I just wanted to show off how you can survive the all-aspect spam with this PR. It's really frustrating when you're just trying to go head-on with an A10 or an SE25 and they just throw a 30G all-aspect missile and you die. Although I'm sure it's frustrating for this F4C right here, which is also about to get domed on my SRAM, because these missiles, as long as they don't have flares or within range, I haven't seen someone dodge them. They pull exceptionally hard, even though it only says 20 Gs in the stat card. Like, this guy, he has pretty much no chance, unfortunately. Now, I don't know if you saw in the title, but I did hit 1,000 subscribers, and to celebrate that, I announced this on my last video, I'm doing a giveaway right now. So all you need to do is like, comment, and subscribe on this video or one of the other ones that I'm talking about the giveaway in. I'm planning on doing one more video on Sunday, which also talks about it. And I believe the giveaway is ending on Monday. So you like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And then you can also go ahead and join my Discord server, which is linked in the description down below. So you're going to go in there. You do have to react to one of the messages and rules to gain access to the server. It's going to give you your member rule. And then once you do that, you're also able to go ahead and enter the giveaway. You're going to see there's a giveaway channel. It looks just like this right here. So you can just go in there, click on the giveaway channel itself, of course, and then you're going to click on a little reaction underneath, which I just lined right there. It's about 150 people in right now, so I recommend going ahead and giving it a shot. And I'm giving away any premium pack up to any of the $70 rank 7 premiums that they just added. So even if you don't want one of those, if you want, like, I don't know, like the new American tank they added this patch, you know, if you want the one of the German premium packs they have, there's like 3 of them at this point. I'll do whatever you want. Just let me know. All I'm going to ask is that you like, comment, and subscribe, because I want to make sure it's one of my subscribers that gets it. So I'm going to ask to see a picture proof of that, and then just ask for your in-game name and what exactly you want. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below, just to make sure you're eligible for the giveaway, of course. And I like this plane. A little bit power corrupt at this point, but it is pretty good. So, hope you enjoyed, and peace.